Guys, thank you very much for joining in today's episode. As we can see, we have a dead cross appearing in our daily chart. So do we have to be in a defensive mode right now? Because this both the dead cross and the golden cross, they both are technical indicator that trader use into attempt to predict the bearish and the bullish market momentum. So since we have a dead cross appearing right now, this dead cross is actually indicating the upper trend what we had since couple of days is now coming to an end because the buying interest is dying out. So how should we look at this at the moment, the price of Bitcoin, right? So is this ascending channel going to continue in an upper direction, or is the trend going to reverse from here on? This is actually very interesting right now because we know, right, after the dead cross appearance, what most of the traders usually like to do is they want to cash out, because this dead cross is a bearish scenario where the price actually goes in a downward direction, and then after the golden cross, people like to enter the market again. But this time it's quite different. Is price actually going in a downward direction? Let's find that out. The first thing how you can look at it is in a different time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame and look at this chart again. So now we can see, right, we had actually already had the dead cross in our 4-hour time frame on around 28th or 27th of February. Now we can also see that our price action is finding support around the 50 moving average. This green line is actually acting as a really strong support for Bitcoin at the moment, right? And also it's following the ascending channel. Now looking at this current movement, the price is getting tired or not. You can see it here, guys. The whole move in upper direction, downward direction. Now we don't have much player to push the price in an upper direction on a 4-hour time frame. We had a big gap here. So now we are already like consolidating around this particular area, which is 6,600 areas. So right now, if the price is going to break this trend line, we are going to find support around the 50 moving average again, right? We had this here one time, and then again it's going to be here, what I'm actually supposing right now. So this, looking in a different time frame with a 4-hour time frame and also in a daily time frame, we know like now the trend is actually very interesting because we cannot be 100% sure all the time, because this dead cross or the golden cross are lagging indicators, not leading indicators. So lagging indicators means that it reveals the market momentum after the trend has already started. So what we can do right now, add other indicator just like volume or the MACD or the stock RSI, right? You can use this example for getting a better confirmation, guys. So now also looking at the time when the dead cross actually occurred or all the golden cross actually occurred. Why is this so important? Because the higher the trading volume after the crossover, meaningful the dead cross or the golden cross becomes. So for example, here, when the dead cross actually occurred, there was not a big push in the volume, right? You can see here, this was a really nice pump in the volume. So after the dead cross, nothing happened actually. Now the volume is actually decreasing. You can see here. Also, when the golden cross happened, you can see the volume, there was almost like no change in the volume, right? So this is actually indicating that this golden cross is not that powerful enough to push the price in the upper direction. So just like that, this dead cross is not that powerful as usual to push the price in a downward direction. Even if it falls down, what we are actually expecting is the price maybe to come around this particular area, which is 6,100 area, or even in a worst case scenario, let's say around 4,000 area. This 4,000 area, it's actually a really interesting area, because if you don't know how to calculate this kind of like resistance and support area, you can just use the Fibonacci retracement level, guys, which is also going to help you a lot, because from the Fibonacci retracement from swing low to swing high, we can find different areas of target. These are the Fibonacci retracement level, right? You can use this level as a target area for you. So guys, now you can see if the price of Bitcoin breaks this trend line, our first target is going to be around the 0.382 Fibonacci level, which is 5,700 areas. So second is our 0.5, which is quite famous because this area, the 0.5 retracement level, price actually like to test this kind of area. So this 5,300 or 400 area is very important. But if you actually want to calculate it in another way, what we can also do in the worst case scenario, if the price actually falls in massively, then we can look at this way. You can see the trend actually, the 3 candles, right? It actually looks like 3 black crows, right? The black cross candle, it's an indication of a bearish reversal. So after the 3 black crows, the price actually went in a downward direction as expected. But now you can see this was the place where the price actually started going in a downward direction, right? and this was our lowest point this here. So what we can do is we can take the price range, right, from the where actually trend started falling in a downward direction till where we had the massive price drop. And in this case, it is this here, right? This area right now is where we had from the swing high to swing low. This is the distance. And what you can do is you can measure the distance from the ascending channel. So this is the swing low of ascending channel, and this line is the swing high of ascending channel right now. So you can see this swing high, this swing low of ascending channel, this swing high, this low of a price where actually it started going in a downward direction massively, right? So now how to measure it? It's pretty simple, guys. You just take the swing high from when the trend actually started going in a downward direction, right, like this, till where the trend actually formed a swing high of the ascending channel. So this is the gap between these two, right? So we don't need this one. So now what we can expect is that price, if it actually breaks this area, right, where we are currently, it is most probably going around this particular area. So this area right now is going to act as a support. So we don't need it now. Let's say this here is now our target area. If the price actually breaks in a downward direction, then this is where we are expecting the Bitcoin to be in a worst case scenario, which is around 4,400, 4,500 area. So this is how you can find or look for some of the target or the support area for Bitcoin at this current moment if the trend is broken, guys. So, but now, as we know, like I said, this dead cross, golden cross has a meaning, right? If the dead cross appearance and the volume appearance is showing us a positive indication, then this dead cross or the golden cross is actually going to be meaningful. So for example, let's look at this one, this dead cross, right? Look at the volume after the crossover happened. This volume actually indicated that the price is possibly going in a downward direction, and this is what happened because the spike in the volume and the crossover of 200 over the 50 moving average was a clear indication that the price is now going in a downward direction. And this is actually what happened, right? Now you can see why I was talking about the volume, because volume is actually plays a very important role when it comes to this golden cross and the dead cross pairs in our chart. So now what I actually also wanted to show you was this dead cross when we were around 2015, I guess. If you go back, let's say 2015, this is actually the scenario where we currently find ourselves. Because you can see after the golden cross, price actually went in an upper direction, then it started going in a downward direction. So this golden cross was also not a meaningful one. After the occurrence of dead cross, we also had there some kind of like similarities. Like if you look here, this ascending channel is like what we have in 2020 right now, right? This is also when the trend line got broken, it went to the area where we actually found the support from the previous price action, and then it started a new trend. And here is exactly where also a dead cross occurred. So this dead cross occurrence had also no meaning because the volume was not also indicating. And after that, what happened? Price started consolidating and started a new trend, which was pretty impressive, right? We had a massive gain. So now this is where we are. For most people who are actually trading on behalf of this dead cross and golden cross, what I'm actually showing you guys is one more line, and that's 100 simple moving average. So now if we, after adding the 100 moving average, what we can see, this is the 100 moving average, this is a 50 moving average, this is a 200 moving average. So let's say, right, this one. So there we go, sorry. So now we have 50 moving average line, 100 moving average line, and 200 moving average line. So after actually adding this 100 moving average, what we can see is now this 100 moving average will make our work even easier. So what I mean by that is if we look at the crossover, right? Every time when there is a 100 moving average crossing over in an upper direction of 50 moving average, then there is a sign of price going in a downward direction. So that is actually indicating that the price will probably go downwards after that. And one thing what is actually making it so accurate is that we have to look at the candlestick. If the candlestick is near the crossover, this is even gets stronger. So this is actually a stronger indication that the price is possibly going in a downward direction. And the same way, if the 50 moving average is crossing over the 100 moving average in an upper direction, this and the candlesticks are near the area where the crossover happened, this was a really nice indication that the price of Bitcoin might go in an upper direction. So for example, this 50 moving average, right? Upward crossover the 100 moving average is a clear sign of price going in upper direction, but the confirmation is the candlestick. If the candlestick is around the crossover area, then that's a strong indication that the price is now going in an upper direction. So this is also one thing you can use it for your benefit. For intraday trading, this indicator is pretty powerful as well. So now we can see right now we have a crossover. As I said, the 50 crossing over in a downward direction over the 100 moving average, the yellow line. The price must be closing below the crossover. So is the price actually closing below the crossover? Yet it is, but the trend is not that powerful because we were actually expecting the candlestick around this particular area where the cross actually happened. So this crossover is not that powerful enough. If we expect the price to break this trend line, then we might possibly find ourselves support around this particular area or this particular area. You can use the Fibonacci retracement level for proper areas. So this is our final destination, right? Around 4,400, 4,500 areas. So be careful at this moment, guys. This trend, what we are seeing it right now, might be very dangerous if you are trading against it. So now this is what I actually wanted to share with you in this short video. My name is Anup, guys, and please don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button. And thank you for supporting so far, guys. Bye bye.